and welcome to the Fandom Flux Podcast, episode 166. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of remembered this time. Honest. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I haven't been on in a while, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try.
I mean, in fairness, it's been over a week since we did the last one, so it's hard to remember.
It's 166, yeah.
Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm going to stick with it. Hi, I'm Casey. I'm your host. How you doing? With me, we got Weasel.
Hey.
Zero.
Hey, everybody. I'm back, I guess. Yay.
Guy.
Yes, hello. I'm here.
And Patient.
Hi, I'm not Kenji618, but I'm imitating him because I'm going last.
I like that you both predicted that I was going to have you last. I don't know whether you were reading that I was going down the names, and that you actually had something prepared in case you did go last. I appreciate that commitment to a bit, and I'm sure Kenshi will too. Yeah, we're maybe possibly expecting someone else to jump in, but we don't know yet. It depends on multiple factors.
And obviously I'm the only patient one here, so we couldn't wait to start the podcast.
Well, that was just bad. You should be ashamed of that one.
It kind of was. Also, people have got things to do, so we kind of actually have to get the show started and finished at some point.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So, starting with what we always start with, which is what we're doing. So, what have we been doing? Me, because I never go first. And I've got a bit to talk about. So, I've talked about it for the past few weeks, that I was going to be running a D&D game for my sister and brother-in-law. Oh. And that happened last Saturday. And holy shit, I think D&D might be the most fun thing in existence. Like ever.
Yeah, when you have somebody, when you have a more proper running of it, yeah. it's pretty fun.
Zero's trying to defend himself because he tried to run a D&D game for the podcast crew.
Because it was my first time and I sucked.
In fairness, it was my first time too. But, whatever. That's fine. No, there was some technical problems and some scheduling problems because, everyone's in a different time zone and getting everyone together for, what was then 3 times a week was a tall order. So it just wasn't on the cards.
Casey, are you coming through garbled, or is anyone else hearing him coming through garbled, or is that just me?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time hearing it myself.
Okay, so let me just I'll just pause the recording and just check it. And we're back. Don't know what the issue is. People are having trouble understanding me in the call, but it's coming through fine in the video. So sorry. That's sorry to the cast, not sorry to the audience, because the audience don't care. Why would the audience care? They're hearing it fine.
Nah, you got nothing important to say anyways, I bet, so it's fine.
That's not very nice, Zero.
Patient being the incredibly consistent nice guy is actually working out for me today. It's good. Yay. Yeah. So,
I've known you too long to be the nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm just not nice generally. I don't want to be nice either. Must be horrible being nice. How do people survive it?
How would you know? Yeah, so, what was I talking about? DMing, yeah. So, Zero's game was never gonna pull through, given how things were working out. In this case, it was me and just at my sister's house, running a game for them. We ended up playing for 9 hours straight at some point. Well, not at some point, but the whole day. It's just... That was...
Dude, when you get a really good, group together and you can just sit down in the same room and do it, D&D games can last a really long time, just sessions, because you don't want it to end.
Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah. Yeah, it was coming towards, the 6-hour mark, and it was getting dark, and they were in the middle of a dungeon, and I was we have to push through, so...
Oh.
I didn't want to leave them off. Like, it was their first game as well, and I didn't want to leave them off like blue balled, so to speak.
Artisans here.
Yes, he is. I'm ignoring him because if he wants to jump in, he can fucking jump in. I'm trying to keep my train of thought, and it's difficult when people are interrupting me while I'm talking. So
it's hard going first, isn't it?
No, not especially. It's just difficult when everyone interrupts me while I'm, trying to say things. Because, hey, Arxum's here, and everyone needs to know that Arxum's here.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, Arxum's pretty entertaining guy, you know.
Apparently everyone loves you, Arxum. You should feel proud and honored.
I just heard my name, and then...
Everyone loves you.
We all started paying attention to you instead of Casey, and he got jealous.
Well, everyone knows I'm better than Casey.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's just common sense.
Yeah.
Well, he was here for a good, 20 seconds? That was good. I'm not that mean. God damn it.
Are we recording?
Yes, we're recording.
Okay, come on. Okay, how was your game, Casey? Did you have a lot of fun?
It was great. A lot more improv than I was expecting. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details of what happened because, as I discussed with Slicer when I really, really wanted to talk about it with him because I know he plays tabletop games, D&D stories are basically the epitome of you had to be there. Like,
yeah.
It's a pity.
I'm like Zero's the only one that was there for this, but like in the early episodes of the podcast, we would get a good 10-15 minutes of Zero talking about playing D&D. Your typing's really loud, Weasel.
Sorry.
So he would tell a story from his D&D games, and everyone basically just, okay, we'll just wait for this to play itself out, and just sort of sat there and let him talk. Because,
yeah, you feel like you did something cool and it was something amazing that happened.
Yeah.
But
and
people
you want
don't
to talk
really
about
understand.
it, but no one else cares because they weren't there to experience it with you. So it sucks on that front, but it's a great experience. And I think, if you haven't tried playing D&D, like, just try and sell it to your friends in a way that's like, hey, just relax and have fun with it kind of thing.
Or if you want to try something crazy, and you want to do a tabletop game, you don't necessarily have to do D&D. I hear Call of Cthulhu is rather popular.
Why? I don't know whether you're trolling or not.
No, it is actually really popular.
Well, yeah, because it's a good game, because Cthulhu is a fucking meme.
Because Cthulhu and Old Gods, and you're not going to get a happy ending unless you're Old Man Henderson.
D&D.
Okay.
I prefer 3.5e though.
5e, fight me.
Yeah, 5e. 5e, it's got to be 5e. You do not want to try and grapple with the grapple rules of 3.5 ever. It's not an experience anyone should ever have to undertake.
I have a half-elf bard. I have a gnome wizard, a divination specialist. I have a half-orc cleric, and then I have a drow ranger. Archery, because, there's really no other way to do a ranger. There's no other way you should do a ranger.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean...
They're all female, except for the drow, who is a trap.
Okay. You remember when I said, 5 minutes ago, how no one really wants to hear the nitty-gritty of a D&D game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I know, that's the problem. You really want to talk about it, but no one else cares, and no one else gets it, unless they were in the game, so it sucks.
I've only found one occasion where somebody else got it, and somebody else cared, and that was because they were a DM of their own campaign.
I care. I want to hear this stuff.
Weasel.
Anyways, what else happened with your week, Casey?
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
if people actually want to hear what happened and how DMing my first game went, as a, sort of experience D&D through me, so they get an idea of what it's actually like to play for the first time. I can do that, but you'd have to say it in the comments that you want me to do that. So I'll do it as a separate video, because like I say, no one really wants to hear it in the middle of another show that has nothing to do with D&D, so...
Yeah.
Not like that, Weasel. YouTube comments.
That works too, that's fine. I know Weasel wants me to do it, I guess.
I do.
So, what else happened to me this week? I forgot to mention it last week, but I've been... Like, Yakuza 0 came out recently.
A lot of games have come out recently, and I don't have enough money for any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know whether I was going to be into the Yakuza series. I mean, it looked kind of cool, and it had some goofy mini-games, like the karaoke thing. I liked that in Sleepy Dogs, so...
Yeah.
That, I don't know, it could appeal to me. So, I was like, okay. I'll try Yakuza 1 on PS2, and... That's what I've been playing for, like, the past 2 weeks. Yeah, it's loud, Weasel. Like, really, really loud. Yeah, I've been playing Yakuza 1 for about... I've played about 8 hours of it, and it's kind of slow, and it definitely shows its age, but there's some fun stuff there. I probably wouldn't recommend starting with the first one like I did and just pick up one of the more recent ones. 3 or 4 would, probably.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the Yakuza series.
Isn't Yakuza basically the Japanese equivalent of Mafia, or am I confusing things?
Kind of.
Yeah, you're basically a Japanese gangster.
Yeah, I mean, Mafia is pretty famous at this point for being the game where it has an open world but nothing to do in it. In this case, Yakuza is actually kind of an opposite of that. There is an open world. It's very small. Like, it's, I think, like a subsection of Tokyo, where it's just like a shopping district. And it's like, I don't know, maybe quarter mile across. And there's no cars, there's no driving. It's just, wandering around a shopping district, checking out the amusements that are there. Like, you can do karaoke, like I said. You could go to... Hostess Club, or you could go to the batting cages. And it's just a bunch of mini games and then like fist fight, brawling, encounters on the way around. And it's pretty cool. Yeah. So I've been having, I'll say, moderate fun with that. Like I say, the early entries in the series didn't age as well as certain other games, so I don't know. It's kind of like going back and playing, like, the PS2 Grand Theft Auto games. It's... Yeah, a lot of the mechanics are still there, but it's just a little clunkier. A little more awkward. Still fun, though. I mentioned last week that I was having a lot of fun with Just Cause 3. That's over. that ended pretty dramatically. When I, had a thought, I haven't played Just Cause in a while. I'll, just screw around with that for like 2 hours. Turn on the game, wait through the laboriously long opening sequence, get into the game, and it crashes to desktop.
Yay!
I'm like, okay, that was weird. Oh, well, it happens sometimes. I'll try it again. So I wait through the laboriously long opening screen, get into the game, and crashes. So I'm like, okay, so something's going on here. I need to, like, is it my graphics card? Did I need new drivers or something? And yeah, so apparently the Just Cause 3 PC port isn't particularly great, and this is a very, very common glitch. And there's not really a particularly good way around it. So, yeah, that game's over for me now. So that's great.
I'm sorry.
I get the whole PC Master Race thing that a lot of people like to say, but there's a lot of games that just don't have good ports for PC.
Don't remind me.
Usually, the ones from publishers where they don't expect good PC sales, so they don't even bother trying.
They don't put in the effort or the time, and it just comes across as just buy this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hello, Ubisoft.
yeah.
Like maybe Square Enix, like they made Just Cause. They're one of the companies that do this a fair amount. What was the other one that was really not great? I know it was famous for being really not great. It was the Batman game.
Yeah, the one that they were like, we'll put some DLC out first. We're not going to fix it.
Yeah, they went on for a while of saying, hey, we're going to fix it, we're going to fix it, we're going to fix it, we're going to fix it. We can't fix it.
That was like Arkham Origins or something, right?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, oh.
Yeah. I don't think Origins ever came out on PC, to be honest. But yeah, that one, yeah.
I never even played Arkham Knight. I was so done with that series after Origins.
Yeah, I stopped at City, like halfway through City. I was just, this is dull.
I got Origins and tried it. and I hated it. It was awful.
Yeah, so that wasn't a great experience. I did think of something else I wanted to talk about, but I've forgotten what it was.
Cool.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like, I thought about it as soon as I said Just Cause 3, and I was like, oh, right, I should talk about that, and then we talked about stuff for a while, and I forgot about it. I should write things down.
Cool.
I'm an idiot.
That's cool, Casey, that you forgot about that.
Shut up, Zero. Yeah, so I guess I'm ending with the shitty thing to talk about again, because I was going to, talk about the other thing, but I forgot. So, I talked about last week how I had an eye test, and they're basically saying, yeah, it's not good at all. So I made a purchase towards the end of last week. I think just before we recorded the podcast, actually. I bought a cymbal cane, which I'm not sure whether you're familiar with the term. It's like a blindness cane, only it's shorter. It's not meant to do the tapping thing so you can see where you are. It's just like a cane that you hold in your hand, and it's like, hey, I can't see very well, stay out of the way. Or, I can't see very well, please help me. Depending on circumstance.
Yeah, Casey.
Yeah, I know.
I did not get any of what you just said about...
It was depressing stuff. It's depressing stuff, so I'm just going to ignore it, and you're not going to talk about it. So, yeah, I got one of those. It's awkward how different people treat you when you're holding one of those. Anyway, that's pretty much what
I probably heard a single syllable out of like every 5 or 6 words.
Care. We're moving on. So, yeah, that's the thing. I don't really feel like repeating, so I'm just not going to. Next is... We'll go with Patient. What have you done this week?
Casey, we didn't hear who you just said. Could you type it?
It is really bad right now.
I think we found a title for this episode.
Fandom Flux can't hear Casey.
Yes!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Patient. It's meant to be funny. And
Fandom Flux has no mouth, but it must scream.
Oh, it's me next. Okay. Well, not really all that much going on for me this week. No, I heard enough of what you were saying, Casey. I'm aware that it wasn't something funny at all.
Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, basically just another week at college, a lot of writing, spring break approaching, a few assignments with it, cross-brain working on another chapter, and getting close to finishing it. We should have it done within a week at the absolute latest. And oh yeah, one of my roommates was getting high yesterday.
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. Apparently it's been going on for a little while, and my brother is fed up, so not sure how much longer it's going to last. Here's hoping that, well, I like to see the inherent good in everyone, but my brother doesn't like him, to put it mildly. He's something of a argumentative, not listening to your argument sort, to put it mildly, I suppose. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, aside from that, oh yeah, the cross brain, or rather, I suggested a little while back to the cross brain that we write in the character Popera from the Wii game One Piece Unlimited Adventure. Insomniac came up with a bit of poetic license as to how he could be a very viable addition to the story. So, yeah, we did that in the last chapter, and we'll see how it goes from there. I said that to say this. I blew a bit of money so that I could order the game One Piece Unlimited Cruise Parts 1 and 2, which was not released in America. So it's shipping from overseas.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed the one Poporo was from One Piece Unlimited Adventure. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah. One Piece Unlimited Cruise, the thing that really sold me on it, it wasn't so much the character Gabri, just seeing if we could write him in as well, if he was viable for it, but it was also, you get to explore every inch of the Thousand Sunny itself in that game.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you get to see every part of the ship, 3D model. It's
nice.
In addition to all the free roaming and cool bosses and additional characters that you can fight as. So, yeah, I'm waiting for that game to show up. It should be here in a week or two, within a week or two. And here's hoping that it's just as good as I expected. Though having replayed One Piece Unlimited Adventure recently, I'm expecting that it will be. So that'll be good. Alright, let's see. Anything else? Oh yeah, I've lost 10 pounds this week, so that's nice.
Nice work.
Thank you. Here's hoping that I'll actually manage to lose another 60 or so before the year is out. Shouldn't be too hard if I can just be steadfast. That's all there is to it. Come across a couple of good One Piece fics as well, but I'll save that for recommendations. Still need to make up my mind as to which one I'll be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my week in a nutshell. Not much else notable. Just another day. Just another week.
Okay. Guy, you
Right.
have had so very long to think about this.
Yes, well, I've been getting sidetracked as well. Well, I can tell you what I'm doing right now, as in I'm just about to upload a new chapter of my story. I've been double checking for errors. Something which is really, really annoying is when I've been copying and pasting from Google Drive to Word, getting lots of random spaces coming in. So I've had to go through deleting all of those little annoying spaces after every italics.
For me, when I do Google Drive, what I do is I just download as a doc and then upload it.
Yeah, that might have been easier, actually. It's just really annoying.
Because if you download it, then it keeps the formatting, so you don't get that error.
Is it weird I didn't realize Guy was British until now?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, what did you think I was?
I don't know. You haven't been on as many. You haven't been on many podcasts for me.
Yeah, I suppose this must be like the first one in 4 weeks or something, hasn't it? Something like that. I suppose. When was the last time I was on?
I don't know.
Good question.
Not important.
No, you're kind of not.
What else? Oh yeah, I'm actually not going to be in the country next week. I'm going to China.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what part of China?
Changzhou.
I
You
wish
know,
that meant
I have-
something to me.
Yeah, I have no idea where that is.
What my intention was is it like a good part of China or not so?
Well,
good
it's
part
a
of China?
city.
Oh, okay. That's also still doesn't kind of answer the question, considering some of China's cities. But you know, I'll assume it's a good one. Be optimistic. Hello. And we're back again. This is getting mildly frustrating for unsurprising reasons.
Yeah, but I can hear you this time for now.
For now.
So let's go forward.
So, Guy, you were telling us about Changzhou, or whatever it is.
Changzhou. Yep, going to China. Yeah, basically it's just going over there for 5 weeks to look at a PCB manufacturing plant.
Did you say a PCP manufacturing plant?
Printed circuit board, PCB.
Oh, PCB. Okay. That makes a little more sense.
We're going over to China to do some PCP.
Yeah. Although that trip might be a lot more fun.
I don't know if it would. Yeah, okay.
What about getting shanghaied?
Oh, really? Really? Hey, my energy's back. That's nice.
So yeah, actually, I'm just looking on the TripAdvisor. Apparently, the biggest attraction in the place I'm going is a dinosaur park.
Oh, cool.
I'm not going to actually have time to do it, but there's 99 things to do in this city.
That's actually
And
kind of
Dinosaur
low
Park
number
ain't
for a
one.
city.
Yeah, it is. It's well, I'm just honestly, I doubt I'll probably want to. One of the things which is bothering me, apparently, there's the custom eating animal eyes. So one of the guys from work has been here before. They were saying about this actually serve eyes, like whole animals.
Great source of vitamin.
Yeah, and it's like for the guests, they actually leave the eyes for the guests to scoop out and eat.
It's healthy.
Yeah, how can you can't actually eat anything that stares at you.
Ice cream.
Well, you know, if you close your eyes, I'm sure you'll get that meaty flavor all the same.
Meaty.
Would it actually be meaty?
You weasel.
Really?
Honestly, I've never tried ice, but I would not be against it.
I'm currently looking up the nutritional value of eating eyeballs. Like,
I remember hearing this story about this guy who was stuck alone on the ocean for like a long period of time, and his brain would manipulate him into eating different parts of the fish he normally wouldn't because his body needed that nutrition. So he would be eating eyes and stuff later on because he needed the vitamins for that.
Like, apparently it has DHA in it, which I don't know what that is, but also vitamin A and zinc. That's about all it says that they're worth, really.
Yeah, I can't eat anything that stares at you. That's just like one of the fundamental rules.
Okay.
I can. I stare back at it.
It's a game of wills at that point, really.
Yes.
High spoken. We're talking about eating eyeballs.
Really now.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we've got a full house in here. So what else did you do, Serpent?
Right, I've just uploaded a new chat. I've actually realised something. For the last few weeks, I've been writing about 15,000 words a week.
Cool.
Which is actually pretty good, yeah. So, yeah, my story's now on 200,000 words. 210,000 words. The one that I started that in October or something last year.
Insert generic joke about Spoken being unable to write more than one chapter for work.
Insert specific joke about you still not having gotten anything done on chapter 3.
I'm having problems!
In jokes,
Ooh.
ladies.
And you
In
haven't
jokes.
done. And you haven't done anything on chapter 40 either.
Anyway, Server, what else did you do?
I had something and you distracted me.
Sorry.
I'm going to China, writing stories. I joined a workout class at the gym, actually. They're doing karate with Thai boxing thing or whatever. That's something I've started doing, which I'm actually a bit afraid to tell Kenshi about that because he's probably going to laugh at me.
He'll challenge you.
He would, wouldn't he? It's... Yeah, but it's all right. It gets me out of the house, really, which is all I need.
So, wait. You've taken a karate class,
It's
and you're going
boxing.
to China. So, theoretically,
You are the Karate Kid.
with karate, you could kick my ass from here to Tiananmen Square, literally.
No, that's not what literally means. I still couldn't do it. Like,
I'm sure you could. You could, like, box me onto the plane, and then we just fight it out for, like, the 12 hours it takes to fly to China. And
You think you'd last 12 hours?
I do have plenty of
against
ball
Guy, I
luggage.
think I'd do fine.
Yeah, you wish. Okay.
I don't know about your stamina.
By the way, that was a Tenacious D reference for anyone that didn't get it. Just to let you know.
I have not seen that movie.
It is a good
band.
movie,
It's a band.
and it's a good band.
I thought it was a movie that they built a band to make
It was
happen.
a movie they built from the band.
I thought it was a
technically-
band they built from a movie.
Technically, there was an HBO miniseries for like 6 episodes, and then they released an album from that. And then they did a film and a live show, and it was not very good. And a second album, which
I'm still
also
waiting
was
for the
not very
stage play.
good. There was a stage play version. They did a tour of Pick of Destiny. Yeah, my parents went to see it.
Anything else, Guy? Is that all for your week?
Yeah, I guess that's about everything. Other stuff's... Oh, yeah, my car broke down, but I'm going to have to buy a new car. Just a bit annoying, but...
Sorry about that, guy.
Yeah, I suppose that's everything. Oh, and my laptop's completely trashed. Did I tell you about that one?
Nope, don't think so. Well, maybe.
Well, yeah, I tried to send it into a computer repair shop, and then it turns out it was just completely broke. Which is very annoying, because I've lost some work that was on it.
All right.
Alright.
But yeah,
Guy
That's it.
reminded me of something that I forgot, which is that fanfiction is currently booked for me, but that might be because my connection is, eating shit at the moment, so that's probably explains itself, really. Next we'll go with... Arxum, we haven't heard from you in a while, so what have you been doing?
Hello was my name. What's going on?
Yeah, Arxum, go up next. What have you been doing?
Okay.
Are we doing the thing again
this
with the muffled
week
voice?
on Arxam's
A
Life.
little bit.
Yeah, okay. What have I been up to? Work was a super colossal bitch. I had a colossal project that I had a few short days, and it was just awful. I got paid overtime, which was great, but it's overtime too. So I had like no hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So this week was super easy because I got first couple days off in a while. We finished the project. It was great, but I was just exhausted. I didn't even want to do anything. So it was like a good week and a half of literally doing nothing. Didn't get any projects done, couldn't hang out with friends, didn't play any games, just literally nothing.
All right. Well, that's
other than that, this week I got For Honor.
Yeah, how is that?
I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It's like super hardcore game of rock paper scissors. I chose the Knight faction to start off with, and we're getting our asses handed to us in the multiplayer. Like both samurai and Vikings aren't fighting each other; they're both trying to attack us. So it's just awful.
I heard that at first there was sort of like the Vikings and the Knights were teaming up on the samurai to eliminate the weebs from the world. But I guess that balance of power has shifted.
I guess they got an alliance or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe they kind of thought, Vikings, they take out the samurai, they don't get their waifus.
That's the ultimate factor, isn't it? You got to protect the waifu.
I mean, that's kind of why I want to take them. Other than that, I've been working on a couple of projects. I actually got back in my Dark Souls story.
Really?
Haven't worked on that. I haven't worked on that in like 2 years.
God, it's been that long.
I think so. 2015.
Jesus.
It's great. I'm working on the entire, volume 3, I think it is, of DXD. So, I already have 10,000 words done, and it's expected to be probably a 30,000 chapter.
Ooh, wow.
Other than that, no, my life's still boring.
Cool. Well, it's a simple life.
Weasel.
Yo.
What have you been
Your
doing?
week. Yeah.
Mostly roleplay on Gaia Online because I have no life.
Gaia Online. Name rings a bell,
It's
but
really, really, really bad anime and role-playing gaming.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that would pop up in ads and say, "Hey, play Gaia Online," and I'm like, "No."
It's actually not an MMORPG like most people assume. It's just a forum.
Oh, I think I used that like 8 years ago, like when I was like a teenager still.
I'm a roughly 12-year vet on that site.
Ooh.
You see, I look at this and then I'm like, nah.
I use that for like
for me.
5 days. I don't have a long history of being like committing to games or sites like that. So I try it for like 5 minutes and I'm like,
I can't even commit to MMOs.
I'm in a Naruto RP, a Fallout RP, and 2 original RPs.
Fair enough. I mean, if it works for you, that's fine. Yeah. Just have
As
fun
long
with
as you're having fun.
Yeah.
Having some sleep issues lately, so kind of haven't been writing The Few the Proud, which Spoken is really getting on my case about that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Ongoing medical work. My landlady is still gonna be gone for about another month, so yay for that.
Yeah, so you can burn down the place and build it back up.
My roommate's got his kids running around. They're helping clean up, but they're also getting into my shed.
Mm-hmm.
Last night I found my hairbrush soaking wet.
Well, at least they're not high.
It's still soaking wet. I only pray it was not for toilet water.
Well, you know,
They're
there's
not.
only one way to find out.
What's that? What's the way to
Actually-
find out whether it's toilet water or not?
Lick it.
Joe?
That wouldn't tell you toilet water is sterile.
Shh, he doesn't know that.
Depends if it's used toilet water or not.
As
That's a
I
good
was
point.
saying, it could be. There's only one thing. It's not just being high that's a problem. It's being high and having ready access to shotguns. That's also a problem.
Okay, so
Okay,
at least the
that's a
kids don't have ready access to shotguns.
Yeah, I can think whatever bean is out there for that.
I feel really bad for Patient right now.
Kind of.
Yeah, sorry, patient.
Can I clarify something, patient?
Please,
What kind of high?
cannabis.
Oh, that's not so bad then.
Yeah, that's. Well, it depends how they handle it really. I've seen
With alcohol.
Okay.
Ooh.
Socially, or is it
Don't-
just very.
Just a group of 8 or 9 people.
Is that all?
Russian roulette with a shotgun.
Rock, paper,
Well,
shotgun.
I'm not sure they actually got out the gun, but I know that they go hunting sometimes, so he might have it in his room, so
Yeah, that's not good.
no.
All right. What else, Weasel? What else you got?
Well, I've been playing a good bit of Dragon Age, and also I booted up my old Dolphin emulator and started playing Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door again.
Woo! Good game.
Good
I've
game,
been
yes.
I've been meaning to get into the Paper Mario games. How is it, Weasel?
Well,
Yeah.
for one thing, you should know that I'm the RPG queen, so my opinion is biased because I love RPGs.
I'm a big fan of the Paper Mario series, and Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario 64, Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario are all good. The rest.
Really, I didn't actually like Super Paper Mario. It didn't even feel like a Paper Mario game.
Well,
to
it
me.
is a different play style, but I do like the story because it is probably the best story out of the three.
The story is good. It actually went into some surprisingly dark places.
Yeah, and I do like the gameplay of it. It's just a bit different, but it's not necessarily bad.
Fair point.
Okay, anything else?
No, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, I found out that the little convenience store just down the street from where I live, not only did they fix their scanner so they accept food stamps again, they have Pocky.
My movie theater now stocks Pocky, right?
Nice.
You can just buy Pocky. I'm like, why? What? Okay, cool. I'll buy Pocky.
I've got a box of straw. They don't even have. It's not like just chocolate and strawberry. They have chocolate and strawberry, but they have 3 other of the more obscure flavors.
Actually, that just reminded me of something rather notable that I forgot to mention.
Oh, go ahead, patient. I was done.
Well, you mentioning Pocky made me remember how I had some in the past because my sister really liked the stuff. She still might. And thinking of my sister reminded me that she won the Analytical Chemistry Award at her college. So
Ooh.
that's nice. That's very nice.
Nice. Applause.
Yep. She's incredible.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. I guess I'll go next.
You're the lone holdout, yes.
All right. So, since you mentioned his sister, I feel like I have a need to say my brother recently went through a very tragic breakup with his girlfriend of several weeks.
Oh,
Because she decided that she wanted to be a lesbian.
Ouch.
Does that mean that I have a chance with her?
And
Quiet weasel.
and my brother has said half the girls that I have left now or broken up with have turned lesbian.
That's
that's good.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. I apologize.
it's a deep cut when that happens once, from experience. So
he has a pretty amazing track record at this point.
yeah, I feel better about myself by comparison. I guess I'll take that.
It's either they turn lesbian immediately after, or they go date his best friend and then they turn lesbian.
Oh, God.
So,
How unlucky can you get?
Well, that's the thing. Once there's a record of it, you start wondering whether it's bad luck or
He's just very attracted to.
It's like half the girls, and it's like, and my dad pointed out it's every girl that my dad's like it's every girl that looks like Tina Fey. That's my dad's
so. Well, in fairness, it's entirely possible that he has a type. And that type just happens to be predisposed to like old ladies.
Hey, grown girl's hot.
So, yeah, my brother's struggling with that. Over the last
I'm so
couple
sorry.
weeks,
I feel so bad for laughing about this.
It's funny.
yeah, prom's coming up, so he's hoping to find another one.
Another
for
lesbian.
that. Well, a girl, and hoping that she
I'm
doesn't.
so sorry.
So a couple. I saw a couple movies over the past couple weeks. I wanted to talk about it, but on the week that we couldn't do it, Resident Evil Final Chapter. Saw that a while ago now. Boy, that movie is. It's an action movie, and it has fast cuts. And it had a potential for a good ending, and then it failed at the very end and swerved into a bad ending. And that
like
kind of
makes
makes
an evil film. So
yeah, it surprised me because it had potential to be good, and there was some pretty amazing. There are some pretty amazing action scenes in there, but I mean, when the final line of your movie is "My name is Alice, and my journey still continues," and the movie is Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. You have a problem.
I'm sorry, Zero. I have to say it. So he's in Lesbians with them?
Yes. Scott Pilgrim all the way.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I had to.
How is that even remotely funny? That's
I
not
don't
even.
get it either.
It's a Scott Pilgrim reference.
Oh.
It's a reference to the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah, I only read the comic and it was okay.
I only know the name.
I know the comic and the movie. So I got
Zero, you just officially became my boy.
I like Scott Pilgrim. I have the game too to beat him up.
Yes, you are now my best friend.
Okay, I've been declared the best friend of somebody.
Poor Okan. Poor Lucan.
So I've been sick the past couple weeks, and it's just been this cough that won't go away. And I've been muting my mic a few times during this podcast just so I could cough because it's just been bad. It's getting a lot better though. It's now almost non-existent.
Whatever that is has been going around your entire country.
Yeah,
I don't even know how that happens, but
Yeah, my teachers have been out sick a couple days, so I'm pretty sure it's the T virus, but you can only hope for so much.
Yeah. Slicer had it like a week ago. Seamus Young and family and pretty much all of his co-workers had it like a week ago. It's just fucking everywhere. And I don't know how that happens in a country the size of yours. Like, Britain, I can get
Social
it. It's a tiny
media.
little island. But...
It changes to the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that'd be the most horrifying illness ever. Because I would immediately get it 6 times. Like, cumulatively, at the same time, I could get it 6 times, just from how often I use the internet.
let's see. Aside from that, I also saw Lego Batman, and that is a fun movie.
That was hilarious.
It
I
is.
loved all the references to the other movies and cartoons that they had.
It's. I love the love that they gave to '60s Batman, because they do that. They give it love to pretty much every iteration of Batman. I mean, even like the character of Bane, he's in there, but he talks like movie Bane, and it's great because he's like big muscular Lego Bane.
Oh, are you talking about the Lego Batman movie?
Yeah,
I hear it was really, really good, and the best part is, it's doing much better than 50 Shades Darker.
it's the Batman parody movie that we always needed. I feel like,
Don't go there.
but not the one we deserved.
The fact that Lego Batman is beating 50 Shades Darker.
Oh yeah, it's good. It makes me happy.
I thought everyone would just beat the 50 Shades Darker.
Yeah, Batman's doing shit. Which
I'm
not
not
gonna
really
lie.
not surprised.
I actually did want to see that movie only because of the stalker chick.
Okay then.
You know, that is an admirable cause.
I really wanted to see her go crazy and murder someone. But I was
Again,
told
an
that she was only
admiral-
had like a 10-minute part. Only.
Oh.
They're
That's long enough to kill somebody.
Well, here's the thing: if it's 10 minutes long, you can just YouTube it like 6 weeks later. It'll be fine.
I will. That's why I didn't go see the movie.
Yeah, save you some time. It's convenient.
Aside from that, lots of games have been coming out lately, like Neo and For Honor, and we're going to be more like next week. I believe we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn. Week after that, or no, wait, we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn, and then we're getting Zelda, and then we're getting Nier Automata, and like week after week after week.
Dude,
And
Persona's like 6 weeks away.
and then Persona.
Dude,
And,
it's so close.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm actually seeing like the English dub clips on YouTube.
yeah, and it's really good. And there's so many good games coming out right now, but I don't have any money because I'm spending a lot of money to get myself my Zelda game Master Edition. And so I've been playing Digimon World Next Order still. I'm 40 hours into that game. Boy, that game is big and complex.
Your mom is big and complex.
That's right. Thank you.
That's kind of like an insult and a compliment. Like,
My mom is an enigma that you cannot understand.
yeah,
You cannot grasp the true form.
You can't grasp the true nature of my mom. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
moving on. Digimon World Next Order. Story is it's generic, but the gameplay is all you really care about in that game. I don't care about the story really at all. It is cool though that there is it's not explicitly stated, but the character from the original Digimon World does show up. You can tell from his design; it's literally right there.
Like from PS1 Digimon World?
From PS1 Digimon World.
Oh, God.
He's an actual character, and that's pretty great. I like the little tie-in.
that's nice. Does it have anything to do with Cyber Sleuth? You know, the Digimon game people actually care about?
Yes,
Oh, cool.
Mirai from that game appears, as well as other characters and stuff. There's a whole section of your town which is the alternate dimension, which is the Dimension District. So I've not really fully unlocked that, but they are creating a sort of a Digimon universe with these games, which is nice.
I guess you can't call it a cinematic universe if it's game.
You can't call it cinematic,
a
unfortunately.
ludomatic universe, I guess.
I guess. Ludonarrative, yeah, I guess.
Ludomatic. Yeah.
Aside from that, I released a new chapter of my story, and I was pretty pleased with that. My word count, I'm not going to be one to release 10,000, 15,000, 30,000 word chapters anymore, because I'm trying to make my work more dense, I guess you could say. And that's really challenging for me, is trying to make sure every sentence is really important in the way it's said and like the way it's written.
Yeah.
And
we have very different strengths and flaws, because that's been probably my strongest suit, and just the writing quickly is very much something I'm not good at. But every sentence matters in things that I write.
Yeah, which is something I've been...
That's just how I write naturally, and it's, nice to know I can do something you can't when you can do a lot of things that I can't.
It's something I've been working on, and I did a full chapter from the perspective of a character that's not the main character, basically the camera following them around. And it was really tough because I've not really done that before. And I've been basically trying to go out of my comfort zone to make myself a better writer. And creative writing class is fun, and it's teaching me a lot. Aside from that, I haven't mentioned this, but I've been watching some anime. I'm just going to go quick through the list. Interviews with Monster Girls is cute and fun. I like it. It deals with issues that girls with like monster type girls would have. Like, it's actually really, really interesting on a lot of levels.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Yocho Senki, Saga of Tanya the Evil, I guess is the English translation. Been watching that. That's good.
I think Slicer recommended that last week.
Slicer probably did. And it's good. I don't want to say much about it because, I think you people should give it a try. Watch at least the first 2 episodes. And specifically the first 2. And then see if you want to go from there.
I absolutely will do that as soon as it comes up on the random.
Okay. See.
Speaking of the random A, is that everything, Zero?
No. I got just a little bit more. I'm sorry. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I've been watching that. That is a very cute and lighthearted show that makes me feel happy on the inside. And the same with the others. Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid? Yeah, it's great.
I've actually seen the guy's other anime. I can't understand what my husband is saying. That's another feel-good anime.
Yeah, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid will make you feel happy on the inside, and it's very funny. Little Witch Academia, I've been watching a bit of that, and the claims that it saves the anime are, well, they're not wrong. It is a very, very good show. Also makes you feel happy and good on the inside. I've been watching a lot of stuff that makes me feel happy and good on the inside. And Konosuba Season 2 is also makes me feel good and happy on the inside. And Dragon Ball Super is doing something really interesting where I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I have a feeling that it's going to be something really awesome with this next arc. I got the new, I got a book shipped in that I pre-ordered like a long time ago. The Zelda Art and Artifacts book. And that thing is huge, like, seriously huge. It's art and interviews from the entire franchise, from every single game. It's amazing. Just wish they had a CDI section for Zelda CDI, but you can only dream. And that's about it for my week.
Cool. I remembered the thing that I wanted to talk about. One of them was I released a new chapter, which is like, a momentous occasion because it never happens. The other one is I watched basically Browse Held High's entire series on like Shakespeare films. And I remembered that William Shakespeare's Star Wars exists. So I took a look at that. It's pretty good. Yeah. So, basically, a college student, I think his name Ian Drescher, I want to say, he decided, I'm going to write Star Wars in the style of William Shakespeare. So all archaic language, all in iambic pentameter, all the hallmarks of Shakespeare, like in the first scene with Darth Vader, he has a soliloquy about how he's trapped in the black armor and stuff.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It's so good.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Like, the first one is called Verily A New Hope.
It makes me think of
The Phantom of Menace.
Oh,
So good.
it's great.
Oh.
I need to go look that up now.
Yeah, so I got an audiobook version of Verily A New Hope. And I've been listening to that, and that's fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's so good. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. All right. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, and all of the technical difficulties seem to be done, except for the fucking connection thing is saying I'm in orange and I'm back in green again. Okay. It's like every time that happens, I'm having a heart attack. So, Random A. This week, what was it called this week? It was Boku no Imouto.
Pico.
Boku, surprisingly not a yaoi.
Boku no Imouto Osaka.
Yeah. Boku no Mato Osaka Okan.
Osaka Okan.
Okay, I'm going to be honest here. I could not get past the first minute because the animation is just complete and total shit.
It's like my little sister is a Osaka mama.
Yeah.
I still don't understand what that means.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do explainy corner. So one, this animation looks bad because it looks like a Flash animation, which
Oh, yeah.
cheap, low budget.
Oh.
It's shorts. It's
It
like
is-
a comedy skit show. Is what it is.
It is the flashiest of flat. No, it's not flashy like that. It's totally Flash animation, and it's just. It feels like I'm watching this on Newgrounds or something.
Yeah.
It feels like cardboard cutouts to me.
Yeah, pretty much is. Yeah. So what this is the Osaka region of Japan. You might recognize the Kansai dialect. It's like the one where they would say,
Maybe we should have Zero do this, because I can't hear you.
"Oh, again."
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically the thing is, for all of our other podcast members who can't understand what Casey's saying, basically there's this guy whose sister comes in, and she's from the Osaka region, and she knows everything that she knows is known by a different name in the Osaka region. And it's like, haha, this is a meat bun. It's like, no, that's a pork bun. And it's really weird culturally Japanese stuff about difference of names, and it's not really
Please
funny.
tell me you can hear me again. Please tell me you
Yeah.
can hear me again. Thank God. Okay. What this is cultural differences. Yes, things are named differently, but there is a difference in the culture of Osaka to, say, the Kanto region, Tokyo, and all that stuff. As comparison, let's say New York, which is, affluent area, that would be the Tokyo, and then, say, Iowa, the state where Slicer is from, where things, not exactly a rich place. So you get supermarkets that are so very cheap that you worry that the food is actually not, you shouldn't eat it because it's that cheap. And things like that. That is the comparison that it's making.
Yeah, it's literally just cultural differences, and it's not very charming, and it's not very funny,
Like,
and it's
the brother is from a
poorly
place
animated.
where everyone's wealthy, and the sister is from a place where everyone, has to, be a bit more penny pinching because they don't have a lot of money. So, to put this in guys' terms, this would be Southerners versus Northerners, basically. This is people that shop at Waitrose and shit versus people that shop at Lidl. There is actually a section that is based on that sort of
I
thing.
can't hear a single word he's saying.
I am furious.
He's still
Just
talking.
cut out.
He just cut out completely.
But yeah, Osaka is essentially the Japanese equivalent of the South.
Kind of, yeah. I am furious because I understand this and can explain
So,
it, but no one can hear me.
I
For the
don't know if
audience.
he can hear us.
So quiet now. Awkward.
And my messages are going so slowly that you heard me type it, and there we go. Now it's gone through.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, you can hear me again. Great. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Furious. 'Cause I understand this, and no one else seems to.
Anyways, basically, I don't like this show. I wouldn't watch another episode. It didn't do anything to really entertain me or capture my attention or hook me at all. So let's move on to another anime.
No, of course not. This wasn't for you in any way, shape, or form.
No, it wasn't. I'm not the target audience at all. So
No.
Real
To
quick.
Japan, this was probably funny as hell, like from both sides.
Yeah.
But
it's a culturally, it's one of those things that's so like culturally ingrained into Japan that outsiders just can't understand it. So, yeah.
yeah, like I totally got a lot of this, but you guys for some reason didn't.
I couldn't even get past the first minute because it's such a low grade variation of Flash. It's like I'm watching cardboard cutouts.
Okay,
It was
so
3 minutes long. I mean, it's hardly even deserves what we're talking about at the minute. Really.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get ourselves a new random
please.
for next week.
Anime reminds me of manime.
I have the list ready.
Wow, he's ready as well.
My body is ready.
Don't say
Thank
it,
you.
Zero. I know you're thinking it.
What's he thinking?
Don't.
No, okay. I won't.
What? I'm confused.
So it's 1 out of 27, right?
Yes,
Yeah, 23.
2023. That's a W.
All right. How many in W?
29.
All right, 1 out of 29. And we got 12.
12. And the winner is Welcome to the NHK.
Oh! I've heard about this.
Is that a sports anime?
No, it's something very different from a sports anime. So far, it goes in the literal opposite direction. Basically, I'll give the premise because I already found it. 22-year-old college dropout Tatsuhiro Sato has been a hikikomori for almost 4 years now. In his isolation, he has come to believe in many obscure conspiracy theories, but there's one in particular which he holds unshakable faith in. The theory that the evil conspirator behind his shut-in NEET status is the Nihon Hikikomori Kyokai, NHK, an evil and secret organization dedicated to fostering the spread of hikikomori culture. It's a psychological dramedy, is how it's described, basically. Dealing with the disease of self-wrought isolation. So it's actually a really good series from what I've heard. It's a shame I won't be able to watch it next week. I mean, I could still watch it, but yeah. So you guys left out.
Casey, are you talking?
No,
Because
I'm
we
not.
Okay, just making
I'm not
sure.
particularly keen on having one-sided conversations, and I can't especially host when you can't hear me most of the time. I think I've said already, I'm fucking furious right now. But, do you want to keep going with topics?
What's our first topic? Again.
Abrupt endings versus not having an ending at all.
Abrupt ending versus not leaving an ending at all.
Yep, so whether you rush or whether you just stop.
I prefer to just stop, personally, but lots of people will disagree with that one.
According to my writing teacher, a lot of more contemporary, more recent works have, instead of the rising action, the falling action, they have that rising action of things are escalating, and then they end, and then you have to figure out what it all meant. Is the approach to that sort of things just stop. Abrupt endings, so I'm not a big fan of, because it usually means that that it was rushed. like take for example Bleach, which got canned. It was told you have to finish this in 3 chapters.
That's not entirely fair. I mean, he was supposed to be ending that like 50 chapters earlier, but he kept dragging it out.
Yeah.
So he was rushed because he refused to end it.
Well, yeah, technically. I feel like either he could have ended it earlier and had it be a better ending, or if he had more time, but right there was a bad place to stop. Where he did. Let's see. Generally abrupt endings, and endings that just kind of end, like, abrupt endings aren't necessarily always bad. You can use an abrupt ending of something if your story's like a comedy. That can work out actually pretty well.
Isn't that how Bobo ended?
Yep, that's what I was thinking of. Bobo ends with, well, the studio ran out of money, and so we have to end the show right here, right before the final battle. Oh, golly darn it. Just completely fourth wall shattering. Bobo. Bobo.
Nope. Never.
Yeah, they had a comedic ending that just kind of broke the fourth wall, and it was abrupt, but it was satisfying at the same time because it's exactly what you expected.
All right.
Can I? Anybody else got any thoughts on this?
That was a good 10 seconds of dead silence. I don't know whether the connection's died again or... Yeah, it seems like it. So... Thank you for listening to the Fandom Flux Podcast, episode 166. If you'd like to get in contact with us and tell us whatever you want to, like whether you hate everything as much as I do right now, or, just commiserate with us for how much of a shit show this was, that'd be great. If you'd like to donate on Patreon, if you feel so inclined,
like that sort of that no ending.
We're ending the show because I just dropped out for a good minute and a half. I'm literally in the middle of just saying the outro.
Oh wow, we were having a nice conversation about endings.
Well, it's apropos then, I suppose. It's apropos.
That's actually good timing, isn't it?
Yeah. So
talk about abrupt endings.
Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to you. This is surprisingly on point, I've got to say. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the Fandom Flux Podcast episode 166. Bye then.
Bye.
One day I'll be on a full length. One day I'll be on a full length podcast again.